Luis Diaz ready to hand in transfer request for dream Barcelona move. Liverpool winger Luis Diaz is ready to give the green light for a move to Barcelona this summer, hat-tip Mundo Deportivo. The Catalans have rekindled their interest in the Colombian international after a deal for Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams collapsed. Despite a verbal agreement with Barca, Williams has extended his contract with Athletic after the Catalan giants failed to give guarantees about signing him. Diaz is ready to push for a move to Camp Nou despite Barca's financial difficulties. The 28-year-old's future at Anfield is uncertain following the arrival of Florian Wirtz on a record-breaking deal. With the Reds looking to bring in more attacking reinforcements, Diaz faces the risk of dropping down the pecking order under manager Arne Slot. The former Porto star is open to a new chapter in his career and has identified Barca as his dream destination. However, the Premier League champions have no intention of selling Diaz, having recently rejected an offer from Bayern Munich. Slot considers Diaz integral to his plans, and the Reds are working to extend his contract, which expires in June 2027. But Diaz is prepared to demand an exit from the Merseysiders once they recover from the recent tragic passing of Diogo Jota. Manchester United's Marcus Rashford has also been linked with a move to Barca, but it looks like Diaz has moved to the top of the wishlist. Diaz's €80 million valuation could prove to be a stumbling block for the Spanish giants. Barca are on the verge of announcing the arrival of Rooney Bargi from FC Copenhagen. He will be the club's second signing of the summer after Joan Garcia. FC Barcelona news, the 6th of July 2025, kickoff time confirmed for La Liga opener, Barca and Mallorca agree deal for Pablo Torre transfer. Time announced of opening Liga fixture against Mallorca, FC Barcelona. It's not long now until the league champions are back in action. On the 13th of July, the team will return to work with medical checkups, followed the next day by the first double training session, marking the official start of preseason preparations. The goal is to be in peak condition ready for the game of the title defense. The La Liga fixtures in detail 2025-26, FC Barcelona. On Tuesday the 1st of July the Spanish Football Federation announced the league fixtures for the 2025-26 season. The Blaugranes face Mallorca on the first weekend of the campaign away in the Sun Moix Stadium. But have they faced the club from the Balearic Islands previously on the opening weekend? Godoy loaned to CF Estrella da Amadora, FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona and CF Estrella da Amadora have reached an agreement for the loan of player Alan Godoy until the 30th of June 2026. Pablo Torre Mallorca, deal closed, Mundo Deportivo. According to Gigantes and confirmed by MD, Barca will receive $5 million for the transfer, plus 50% of the capital gain from a future sale. The club want to maintain control over the player and have reserved a buyback option and a right of first refusal. Manchester United will give Rashford time to sort out his future, Mundo Deportivo. Coach Amorim doesn't want any of his current wingers and wants to work from the start only with players he will count on. Joao Pedro's time at Chelsea could end up being brief with the Brazilian star already being talked up as a future star of either Real Madrid or Barcelona and with claims about his difficult reputation being cleared up by a pundit. The Blues have paid Brighton a fee in excess of £50 million, €58 million, $68.3 million, to bring in the 23-year-old attacker from Brighton, with the 3-times capped Brazil international signing a 7-year deal at Stamford Bridge through to summer 2032. Having been brought in as their second attacking addition of the summer alongside Liam Delap, Joao Pedro is added to the already bulging list of attacking options at manager Enzo Maresca's service. However, while winger Jamie Gittins has also agreed to sign, further adding to those attacking options, the Blues are ready to sanction 4 big-name departures, with Christopher Nkunku pushing to be the first one out the door at Chelsea. Read more. Large blue circle. Chelsea open to selling £182.5 million attacking quartet with Nkunku pushing to be first exit. Those exits should help Joao Pedro's chances of starting regularly at Stamford Bridge next season, and with pundit Troy Deeney not just backing him to become a huge success for the Blues, but also a future transfer target for Real Madrid and Barcelona. He'll bring in intensity, that's what Joao will bring. He's obviously an exceptional football player, Deeney told TalkSport. If Chelsea start competing both in the Champions League and in the Premier League, he will be part of that vehicle, Deeney added when asked if Pedro's Brazil ambitions were realistic. Remove ads. Ad. When you look at the Brazilian national team, it's not as strong as some of the teams we've seen over the years, so he will look at that and say yes, I can do that, get in the team. I think if he does well for 2 years there, Chelsea, Real Madrid and Barcelona will come knocking, and Chelsea have a model of buying young and selling on for more than what they paid for. Joao Pedro's troublemaker reputation dismissed. Joao Pedro has earned something of a reputation in recent times as being something of a difficult footballer to work with, amid claims he has a tendency to sulk when things don't go his way. However, Dini has played those claims down and thinks the player is just someone who backs himself for success and feels he is destined to play at the very highest level. We were just talking about the social media clips Chelsea have put up on training and his throwing his weight around already, Dini added. He's absolutely not that at all. He's passionate, he's energetic, he wants to win and play every minute of every game, but I think at Chelsea now you're going to see the real Joao Pedro, who is one that enjoys competition and believes he should be starting for Brazil. I've seen this player since he was 18 years old, and the mentality has not changed one bit. It's always been I want to be the best, I want to play for my national team, and I want to be the new R9, Ronaldo. Transfer rumors, news, Barcelona told Price to sign Rafael Leo. Barcelona have been told what they will need to pay to sign Rafael Leo from AC Milan, while Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta wants a new striker to be at the club within a fortnight as talks over Viktor Gyökeres drag on. Join us for the latest transfer news, rumors and gossip from around the globe. Diario Sport reports that Barcelona have been told that an offer of €70 million plus variables could tempt AC Milan to part ways with Rafael Leo. The Portugal international has been the subject of serious interest from Bayern Munich this summer, but the Bundesliga giants were unable to persuade Milan to do a deal. However, Sport adds that it is difficult to see the 26-year-old leaving Serie A in this window, even though Milan do not have European football. Even if Barcelona do firm up their interest, there could be no agreement until later in the window once the Catalan club's financial position becomes clearer. Arsenal are afraid that their striker search could drag on well into the summer, and boss Mikel Arteta wants a signing in place within 2 weeks. The Daily Mail reports that Arteta has grown frustrated with negotiations with Sporting CP for Viktor Gyökeres, and if progress isn't made he will move on to alternatives. The Sun adds that Arsenal are digging their heels in regarding bench.